I feel like playing something lower tier, you know, just for a bit of fun. I haven't used the TOG. Should I try use the TOG? There we go. You know what? I think it might be a little bit too obvious, so I'm just gonna make it a little bit more hidden. There we go. I don't think anyone will see it now. I think it's perfectly hidden now. I don't think I'll die. The planes will never spot me. Exactly. They'll see the bread on the back and just go, oh, it's a harmless patisserie. There's nothing to worry about. It's just a harmless loaf of bread. And then they'll see the hedge and go, well, it's just a hedge, innit? And they'll leave me alone. And they'll see all the smoke coming off the engines and go, oh, that's just the steam rising off of the freshly cooked bread. Come on, keep it going. The TOG 2 is the perfect vehicle and you can't convince me otherwise. It's not perfect in any conceivable way. Well, yeah, it's the best that we could have done. And, yeah, I say that if this was released onto the battlefields of 1915, the Germans would have been scarpering. They would have been scurrying away back into the trenches because they would have been terrified of what the Brits have just unleashed upon them. Only about 25 years late. Yeah, well, they didn't know that. Smoke. Look at that. That was a perfect smoke shell, that was. Right into some Polish man's kitchen. I can't actually really see out my binoculars very well because I put a hedge on top of the tank. It's not too useful. What's over there? Huh? You better be afraid of me. I'm more afraid of that than it is of me, I'll be honest. What hit me behind? Why is there a panther behind me? Where did that come from? Put the gun back together. There we go. Why is there another one? Where is it actually? Oh, there it is. Look at this. Perfect tank. Britain has not created another tank as good as this since. This is the perfect vehicle. I think we should be sending these to Ukraine. Come on. Going on target. Ah, what? How did we hit out everyone in the tank? It's like, oh wait, they're all scissoring each other. I'll take out another one. It's a perfect tank. I got 2 kills in my amazing tank. All I think they should add now is that like land cruiser, that land battleship that some random German guy envisaged. Or the big Russian wheel. They could actually, that one they could actually add because it did exist. It would be historically accurate for them to add it. The Tsar tank is something they should add. If you took the tar out of cigarettes, they would actually be really good for you. They'd help you lose weight, probably. They'd give you that kick in the morning that coffee would, but without the wanting to shit yourself afterwards. You know, they look cool. Have you ever seen a person smoking that doesn't look cool? No. Shitting yourself's the best part. You're not wrong. Who did that? TOG 2, TOG 2, TOG 2, fuck, TOG 2. Shit. Now I've got to go back to the peasant machines. The machines of the peasantry. The TOG 2 is the equivalent of a knight in shining armor. Like looking down on it from a horseback, or like the general soldiers just below me. That's what the TOG 2 is. The TOG 2 is the perfect weapon. And we don't use it because it's too good, and we don't want to get the armor tarnished. And I refuse to believe that any of you are telling the truth about seeing an uncool man or woman or human being smoking. If I was to start smoking right now, you'd all look at me and go, that's a cool man. But he will be trying to get a shot on me in a second. There he is, looking straight at me. Shit. I could prove you all wrong and start smoking just to prove how cool it would make me look. Because you look at me now and go, that isn't a cool guy. That's not someone who, you know, does anything cool. He doesn't look good. Well, he looks alright, but he could be looking better. What is that thing? What is that secret sauce to sprinkle over the top of it? Cigarette. Do it, I won't. Well, I mean... No, I definitely will. Totally. Can't call me out. You got lung cancer but tried to look cool. It's a small price to pay for swag. I could invest in a pipe. The cool thing about investing in a pipe, yeah, as opposed to a cigarette, is you don't actually have to light it to look cool. All right, it's fine. I didn't want the shell to do any damage, I'll be honest. I just thought I'd just let him know that I was here. You don't need to light a pipe to look cool. You can just, honestly, you could get one of those what they called? Oh, like an incense burner. You know those incense burners that have the smoke that sort of like drips down? You could get one of those and put it in the end of a pipe. And so as long as you like block the hole so you're not sucking in the incense, because that's probably bad for you, what you could do is have a pipe with that, and it'd be like a mystical smoke that's coming out the end of it, as opposed to, you know, the usual smoke that comes out the end of a pipe. And just think about how cool you'd look then. Put yourself like a wizard hat on, grow a beard, wear a robe, and just walk around. People would respect you if you had a mystical smoke trailing behind you but not floating away, like coming out the end of the pipe. That would be cool. You can't convince me that, because people would think you're an actual wizard. Or at least like a wise man or a sage. I come up with some great ideas. I think you're all just too afraid of them. Tog, 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 tog. Oh, look, they've got 3 of us. No, I don't need to turn around IS2 style. That's cowardly. That's cowardice. I'm not a coward. Tog, tog, tog. Look at us go. The world will know true fear. After what the world has done to me, it will know true pain. What's over there? I wasn't looking. I was too busy trying to think of the quote from Naruto. I'm your shield. Yes. Every TOG is a shield for another TOG. I'm not afraid to take a few hits here and there. Anything to secure the victory. Sacrifices must be made. Ugh! Enemy off the port bow! I've been hidden the track. I haven't quite gotten used to this yet, I'll be honest. Wait, stop. Where's he gone? Come back. Shit. I'm not very good at this. There we go. Progress, full steam ahead. Victory is assured. There's an enemy to the starboard side. I hear you. Shit. The enemy has an air force. Do I want to bring out another one? I'm scared against that IO-2 that's in the sky. Beaten like the Bismarck. Yeah. Sunk by the Soviets. I don't know what happened to the Bismarck. Full steam ahead. Full or stern? Wait, is stern the front? Which way is stern is backwards. I think. I meant the whichever one's forward. Which is the what's the front of a ship called? Aft? No, that's the back. What? Why is there so many words for the back? Full to bow? No, that doesn't make a sense. Where are you? The smoke is in the way. Oh, he's there. There we go. Shit. Yes. You can't destroy the might of the British Army from its peak in World War I. And nothing could penetrate the front of our tanks. Mostly because there was nothing to penetrate them. But we don't talk about that bit. Shoot him down, boys. Yes! It's also an anti-air gun. The TOG 2 is the perfect tank. It can do anything. There's nothing that my TOG 2 can't do. Now full steam ahead. I assume it's actually just ahead. Shit! Enemy on the starboard side. See, why did no one tell me that the TOG was the best vehicle in the game? We're gonna lose now because I haven't got my TOG. It's unfortunate. If only I'd have kept my TOG till the end. We wouldn't lose if I'd have kept my TOG. Just ignoring that bit of plane that just bounced past. You got 1800 points from the TOG. It's because it's the best vehicle in the game. I took out, like, a plane with mine. I didn't do anything else with it, I don't think. Well, I was like a scout tank. It's a scout tank because I pointed out the enemy to you. It's an anti-air because I shot a plane out the sky with it. It's a heavy tank because you can just sit it in front of your teammates and act as, like, actual cover. It's the most versatile tank that has ever been seen. And it has basically a practically unlimited supply of smoke shells. There is nothing that the TOG 2 can't do. The only thing a TOG 2 can't do is sail across the ocean. But honestly, I don't think anyone's tried, and that's probably the problem. Is that just no one has tried doing that. But I think that we managed to make Shermans float, so I think we could make the TOG float. You can't speed up to 1,000 kilometers an hour. Yeah, but you don't need that because I can't run that fast. Me and the boys, like, who have got our, like, Lee Enfields that are running alongside the tank, can't run fast enough. Can't, you know, don't have to run that fast. The TOG 2 is the greatest vehicle ever put to paper and then put to steel. The TOG 2 is the greatest vehicle to ever be created.
Halo _master _250 cheered X10. While Brett is taking his piss break, I would like to take this opportunity to say like, comment and subscribe and maybe join us here for the chaos.
Is that, do I have to consider that paid advertisements? TOG. We've got Arian in the TOG, we've got Siggy in the TOG, we've got Halo in whatever the fuck that is, which isn't the TOG. Siggy, are you being a coward? I've been informed that you're being a coward, Siggy. You call it being smart, I call it cowardice. Come on, Black Prince. The Black Prince is an inferior version of the TOG. 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 Look at this. This is a terror. To see this coming out of the fog. I don't think you'd have the will to fight if you saw the TOG coming towards you. Nothing can beat the TOG. 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 Nothing can stop the TOG. Nothing can stop the TOG. The TOG is the greatest vehicle ever made. Not even the mighty Tiger can take down the TOG. I ain't afraid of no Cass. I'm afraid of no man. All man is afraid of me. The TOG. Full steam ahead, fellas. What's that? Dead is what it is. TOG. 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 There is not a single vehicle in this world that dares fight against the TOG. No Panther can take me out. Do I have the Terror of the Seas? I should. I need it just for this. I need it for how fast I can swim. I can swim at like 40 knots an hour. Can't see. Unfortunately, I can't see much because of my expertly placed camouflage. Nothing stops the TOG. Look at that. 3 kills in the TOG. I didn't even stop. TOG. Oh, I missed. The Tiger stopped the TOG. The Tiger, it's nothing but a mere setback. Nothing that another TOG can't solve. If you apply a TOG and the problem persists, apply another one. Just don't stop applying the TOG 2. I'm starting up. I'm restarting. I wouldn't say restarting, but I'm gonna become the founding member of the British fighter mafia, and I'm gonna just try and convince the British Parliament that what we need is the TOG 2 again. Maybe put like a 120mm smoothbore on the end of it. What are we looking at? The TOG is infinite. The TOG is forever. TOG is a glamorous vehicle that only the most noble of British tankers are allowed to wield into battle. Look, it's a fucking coward right there. He's not a noble tanker, he isn't. He would have his TOG rights revoked if I was in charge. It's a noble vehicle that you have to drive. You know, you have to show the... Shit. But this has got a reverse speed on it. Why is this so fast in reverse? That's the first time I've pressed the reverse. Why is it so fast? Why could it go like faster backwards than forwards? What's the score? Amazing, because I'm in the best tank in the game. I'm in the TOG. TOG 2 specifically. Look at that. Yes, that was massive explosion. Oh, TOG. TOG. So everyone drives backwards for more armor. But that's like, it's cowardice. I will take an honorable death facing the enemy than winning with my back towards them. That's British honor. It's a stiff upper lip, you know. You go, you know, the guy in charge, he blows his whistle, pulls out his stick and goes over the top, lads, and then everyone charges the Germans. merrily, I say that we would merrily jump over the top of the trenches and charge joyously towards the German lines, just excited to fulfill our duty, defending the homeland. I've got two baby holes inside me that I can store 2 children in at all times. I'm like a kangaroo. I can have one growing inside me and then another one in the pouch. You know what I mean? You ever seen that kangaroos give birth to like a jelly bean baby and that crawls up the front of them? Look at that, 7 kills and 6 of them was with a TOG. The TOG is the best because no one anticipates the TOG being amazing. Maya, what have you got against the TOG? I feel like I have proven beyond a reasonable doubt that the TOG 2 is the greatest machine to ever come out of England. Look at it. Oh, that was a bit of a dodgy shot. That was. That's the camera angle that will get you sent to prison. That will. The TOG 2 is a good gun on the most god-awful platform that has ever graced the eyes of men. No, what about this is not good? This is like the best platform. It's the most ideal. It's the most ideal platform. It's long, yeah, so it can fit a big engine in it. It has wide tracks, and also the length of it just allows it to spread its weight over a greater area so it won't sink into the mud. The length allows it to go over trenches. It's got machine guns on either side of it that allow you to shoot the enemy from the inside. It is perfect in every way. And it has a little machine gun on the front, just in case a 94mm gun isn't enough. Those machine guns on the side are not weak points. That's like the strongest part of the tank, because that stops the enemy from coming around to the side. It's also intimidating, very intimidating. Nothing scares the enemy faster than a tank that's like bigger than a school. See that? My hats, my bread and hat camouflage are working perfectly. Use me as cover, brothers. The TOG stops for nothing. Apart from that, the TOG does have to stop if that happens. I can hear an enemy to the starboard side. Full steam ahead. Tally ho, lads. Chop chop. Shit. I mean, our magazine has been hit, fellows. Hoist the mainsail, lads. Batten down the hatches. We're going full steam ahead. It kind of looks a little bit like Donald Trump, if I'm going to be like completely candid about it. It's got a bit of a with the little hairpiece that I've put on it. It does have a bit of a Donald Trump aesthetic to it. Now I'm a submarine. No, that's not batten down the hatches. It's not a submarine thing. Batten down the hatches is just something you say because that's like when they're battening down the hatches. I don't know what it means. I'm not a sailor. I'm a tanker role-playing as a sailor. And even then, I'm not a tanker. I'm just a twat. People just can't comprehend just how good the TOG is. They're confused by it. They fear it. That's all that the TOG brings to people. Confusion and fear. My phone just buzzed. I'm scared. I get scared when my phone buzzes. It makes me a frighten. Duh. I wasn't trying to be like cringy and talk about like a dog being a fright. Like, you know, how people go, oh, you're doing me a frighten. I wasn't trying to do that. I'm just an idiot and can't form sentences. Did unplug my graphics tablet. Look at that. TOG 2. Nothing better than a TOG 2. Bounced a shot and then threw it right back at him. That was a perfect parry of a shot, that was. TOG 2. Oh, look at this. We've got Sonic Omaha. We've got Sonic Omaha. We've got Siggy. We've got Ariel. We cannot lose with this many TOGs. TOG's great. There is a Cass in the air. I see you up there, Cass. Is that a duck? I think it is. Alright. Sure. Well, I'm not going to complain. The first streamer ever that has my Adam apples moving while I'm trying to talk British English. What does that mean? What on earth does that mean? I'm scared now. What? The Do British people's necks not move? What's going on? Why was the first thing you noticed my neck? Brits are real. No, I just put this accent on for when I'm streaming. I can't illegally. I'm not allowed to show you to reveal my real accent to you. But what I can tell you is my real accent is really, really, really funny.